In this session, you'll explore one of the most powerful tools in Microsoft Entra's Identity Governance Toolkit, Access Reviews. This feature puts you in the driver's seat when it comes to reviewing, validating, and cleaning up user access, without the chaos of spreadsheets or guesswork. You can think of an access review as a scheduled check-in that asks, does this user still need access? It's Microsoft Entra's way of helping you confirm that people still need the roles, group memberships, or app access they've been granted, especially in sensitive or time-bound environments. Instead of assuming access is still appropriate, you build a review process to make sure permissions are regularly validated. Why access reviews matter? Access reviews help you reduce standing access and permission creep. Over time, users accumulate access they no longer need, which increases risk. With scheduled reviews, you can regularly clean up unnecessary permissions and keep your environment lean and secure. They also help you enforce least privilege across your tenant. By verifying that users only have access to what they currently need, you avoid over-permissioned accounts and limit exposure to sensitive data or critical systems. If you're working in a regulated environment, access reviews are essential for supporting compliance with standards like ISO 27001, NIST, or SOC2. These frameworks expect you to prove that user access is intentional, justified, and reviewed regularly. Access reviews give you a solid way to audit user access, not just for employees, but also for external users like contractors or partners. You'll always know who has access to what, and you can justify why. Without access reviews, it's far too easy to lose track of access over time. Users come and go, roles change, and systems evolve. Access reviews give you the visibility and control you need to stay secure, compliant, and confident in your governance model. With Microsoft Entra, you can review Microsoft 365 groups or security groups to make sure only the right users still have access. Over time, people change roles or leave projects, so this helps you clean up memberships and prevent unnecessary access from lingering. You can also review Entra ID role assignments, especially for privileged roles managed through PM, Privileged Identity Management. This lets you confirm that admin-level access is still valid and aligned with current responsibilities, helping you reduce risk tied to elevated privileges. Access reviews also apply to access packages created in entitlement management. These packages often include multiple resources bundled together, so regularly checking who still needs them helps you enforce least privilege at scale. Finally, you can review guest users, such as external collaborators and partners. These accounts are often forgotten once a project ends, so this review helps you remove stale access and protect your organization from potential data leaks. Whether someone is part of a team, holds a powerful role, or is working with you from outside the organization, you can automate access reviews to ensure their access is still appropriate. It's a smart, proactive way to stay in control. Who performs the review? That choice is entirely yours. Microsoft Entra gives you the flexibility to assign access reviews based on what works best for your organization's structure and workflows. You can assign the review to the group owner. This is someone who's already responsible for managing the group's membership, so they're often in the best position to know who still needs access. Another option is to assign the review to the user's manager. Since managers usually have direct insight into what their team members are working on, they're well suited to validate whether access is still appropriate. You can also choose a selected reviewer, such as a department lead, data owner, or IT administrator. This is useful when access needs to be reviewed by someone with domain knowledge or specific oversight responsibilities. Finally, you can even let the user perform a self-review. This allows them to confirm whether they still need access, which can work well when combined with auto expiration policies or manager oversight. This flexibility gives you the ability to design access reviews that match your organization's accountability model, whether centralized or decentralized. How often can you run reviews? You can run an access review as a one-time check. This is useful when you want to validate access for a specific event, project, or audit cycle. Once the review is completed, no additional cycles are triggered unless you set up another review manually. If you prefer more structure, you can run reviews on a recurring schedule, weekly, monthly, quarterly, or whatever cadence fits your business needs. This keeps your access reviews consistent and helps you build a culture of regular access hygiene. You can also configure reviews to run indefinitely with recurring cycles. This is ideal when you want continuous oversight for high-risk roles or external user access. Each cycle starts automatically and prompts the assigned reviewers without any additional setup on your part. Every access review you configure includes a due date, and you have the option to set up auto-apply actions. That means if a reviewer doesn't respond in time, Entra can automatically remove access to reduce unnecessary privileges and keep your environment secure. What happens after a review? Once the review is complete, you get to approve or deny access for each user. This gives you full control over who keeps access and who doesn't, based on the responses received during the review process. You can also choose to auto-apply the results, which is especially useful when someone doesn't respond. For example, if a user or reviewer doesn't take action by the deadline, Entra can automatically remove access, helping you reduce unnecessary permissions without lifting a finger. If you need to share the outcome or keep records for compliance, you can export the results. This makes it easy to document decisions for internal audits, regulatory reviews, or simply for internal reporting. Finally, Microsoft Entra logs everything automatically. That includes the full review history, all decisions made, and the final outcomes. This built-in tracking ensures transparency and supports strong governance across your organization. Imagine your finance team has access to a confidential SharePoint site. You can set up a quarterly access review where the team manager confirms who still needs access. If someone has switched departments or left the project, the manager can easily remove them. No IT tickets required. Access reviews in Microsoft Entra give you visibility, control, and automation over access governance. You no longer have to hope that users lose access when they should. You can verify it on a schedule and keep your environment clean and secure. So, what's your key takeaway? Start using access reviews to regularly validate whether users still need the access they've been granted. This helps you keep permissions aligned with real business needs and prevents outdated or unnecessary access from slipping through the cracks. You can target reviews towards specific groups, role assignments, applications, or access packages. This lets you focus on the areas that matter most for your environment, whether it's sensitive data, admin privileges, or external collaborations. When setting up a review, you can assign it to group owners, managers, IT admins, or even the users themselves. Choosing the right reviewer ensures that decisions are made by those who best understand the access context. Make sure to configure auto removal for non-responders. This way, if someone forgets to act, access won't linger indefinitely, helping you maintain a secure and streamlined environment by default. Access reviews are a critical tool to enforce least privilege, strengthen security posture, and meet compliance obligations. They give you the visibility and control needed to govern access with confidence. You're now ready to start using access reviews in Microsoft Entra to secure your organization and stay audit ready, all while reducing risk and simplifying governance.